And we were discussing there, the point that you made, Hannah, was that that there is a possibility, it has been mooted, that British servicemen and women may be called to The Hague for war crimes. When I have to say that surely they were just following orders, and it should be those who gave the orders that should be at The Hague, if anyone was to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. The buck stops at the top. It would be grotesquely unfair if soldiers who were sent there were facing charges and not their commanders, not the Prime Minister, not Tony Blair, who took the decision. I hope Chilcot himself will make clear in this area that's not going to happen, and it shouldn't happen. There may be cases in future where individual soldiers, if they're accused of individual crimes of torture, may face charges. But Tony Blair, the Prime Minister, decided Britain was going to go to war, and if anybody should be on trial, it should be him.
If he came out and apologised, would that be enough?
No, I don't think it would be. There's thousands of veterans that are living with the legacy of his bad politics and his bad decisions, and there's also the families of the deceased soldiers. And I don't think that an apology after all this time will be enough.
Too little, too late.
Just finally, the decision to invade Iraq, to begin this war, which is what this is all about. This weekend, the death toll from Sunday's market bombing in Baghdad has risen to 250, the deadliest attack since 2003, since the invasion. So we went in there, we changed the regime, we created a vacuum which led, in simplistic terms, to the rise of IS and Al-Qaeda. And so is what happened at the weekend. Actually, if you trace it back, is right at the crux of this report today.
It is, absolutely. We're living with the consequences now. Not just the British dead, not just the British injured, the British maimed. What is happening in the Middle East? In Iraq, we smashed that country. We left it in a worse state than we found it. We unleashed a civil war between Sunni and Shia Muslims. Al-Qaeda moved in, created that space for the rise of the Islamic State with their beheadings and their mass rape. Huge consequences flowed from a decision that was an utter calamity. It was the biggest foreign policy error in Britain since the Second World War.
Okay.
Thank you both. Thank you very much
Hannah,
indeed.
thank you very much.